Oh, hey there, YouTube fans. It's E-Man here. Just thought I'd like to give like a shout out to those other YouTubers that I've kind of looked up to or have encouraged me to reach out and try to do this. I know it's not going to happen overnight, and maybe I'm not really cut out for the whole YouTube thing. But I want to give specific shout outs to Teddy Rubskin, another, I know, weird YouTuber name, but I'm very impressed with the videos he's done, and his sense of humor has helped me. And I'd like to talk, of course, about James Rolfe, of course, as many of you know him as the angry video game nerd, and his other friends that you've seen on other YouTube channels. That was always the thing that majorly encouraged me. It's like quite a thing to see somebody able to do that on YouTube. I mean, I thought that they started out like I am right now and now a big giant thing. Anyway, I mean, it's quite a thing. I hope that maybe I may become as famous as that, but whatever. I mean, this is just for fun. I don't care about making money or making tons of money or becoming, so powerful. I think I'm so popular and try to like treat people like crap. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'd like to just have some fun on this channel and, not just some basic making videos. I hope that, if you guys like these videos, if you like them, if you want to subscribe to my channel, it would be nice if you would. Without forcing anybody to, I just want to, as I've said, I just want to get the news out there. Now, the angry video game nerd always interested me. Old NES games. Of course, I grew up with the NES. I remember getting it for Christmas, and it was quite a system. I don't really collect for it now because the prices for things are just out there, of course. Of course. Now, the Teddy Ruxpin thing, he had it been for his videos, I probably never would have known about the backup unlocker for the Sega Saturn, and I wouldn't have been able to play some really great games. Of course, there's Panzer Dragoon Saga. Of course, that's a backup copy. It's not like the official game, but $20 was a lot cheaper than paying $800. Well, I've seen this game go for like $1,400 on Amazon. It's ridiculous. Why these games are so expensive? Of course, many of you have probably never played it, and almost never even heard about the Sega Saturn. It was pretty much a failed system. I remember watching an ad for it many years ago, and it's like we had the PlayStation, we had Final Fantasy VII. About the time Final Fantasy VII was around, this game came out, and it's a very great game, and it's kind of sad to think that people worked their butts off to make this game, and then almost no one ever played it because there was a time where the Saturn was they couldn't even give them away. It was just, and now of course prices of their games have gone through the roof. I have another game as well. I have what is it? Yeah, Guardian Heroes. That's another game that I've looked for. It's like $800, but because this is another backup thing. Yeah. So thanks, Teddy. I mean, if it hadn't been for you, I wouldn't have known any of this. I particularly like his work on the Sega Genesis and whatnot. Because I grew up with the Sega. You know, that was like the second console I got for Christmas as well. You know, the Sonic 2 and yeah. I was always envious of people with like Super Nintendos or something, but the Sega had a very unique feel or, you know, very unique games to it, much more adult games. You know, it was quite an impressive lineup of games. Yeah, it's quite an impressive lineup, and yeah, it's just it's a very interesting game system. I'll put it to you that way. And more on the, of course, now I'd like to try to talk more about like James Rolfe's, if that's how you pronounce his name, man. Sorry. More influence. He also really influenced me on just, you know, I think he's very talented with, you know, making movies and other things. I'm very envious of him that he has, you know, a lot of this old footage of when he was a kid. You know, like I may have said in another video, my house had burned down a couple years ago, when of course all videos of me as a little kid were, you know, gone. We have all the family pictures and whatnot, but, you know, so I am kind of envious of that. You know, yeah. Well, you know, it's one of those things. I think it's always interesting when he, you know, would show games and I wouldn't even know what the heck they were. I wouldn't even know these games even existed if he hadn't introduced them to me. And it's funny to see him get mad at some of his games because it reminds me of playing them too. I play a lot of these games and it seems silly to get mad at these like 20-year-old games or something, but you know, it happens. Of course, after I'm done playing them, I completely forget why I was even mad. Just the frustration thing. But of course, the way games are now, they pretty much hold in your hand. You got 50 gazillion chances. A lot of these older games, you have 2 lives, 2 continues, or whatever, and then poof, you're just game over, and you have to play the whole thing over again. I just think, you know. For Teddy, he has, you know, Teddy. You have also influenced my, you know, my kind of collecting for the Genesis. You know, it's quite a thing to be able to hold the actual controller in your hand. You know, I know you can play these on emulators, ROMs, you know, because I've done that. I do that as well because, especially NES games, but you know, harder with finding ROMs nowadays. And I'm not going to advise anybody on what sites to go get ROMs at because I know it's iffy. Just make sure you have virus protection. You know, virus protection is really good that checks every file you download because I destroyed a laptop trying to download, you know, some made game. Well, actually today I also almost got a virus from downloading iTunes. Yeah, I know it's iTunes, but yeah, just to download iTunes. Just be careful out there. You're downloading stuff. Well, I guess that's about it. I hope that maybe some of the other YouTubers may watch this and, you know, just like they want to give me some pointers or something, you know, and I hope the other YouTubers do well too, because, you know, need every bit of perhaps, you know, help or whatever trying to do this, because I'm still new at this. So, yeah. Well, I hope you guys like my videos, and I'm still going to make videos. I don't care if no one's watching them. This is kind of fun for me to do. Well, anyway, you know, and, you know, a quick thanks to you guys. And hopefully this will be a new thing. E-Man signing out.